Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
And Fox 5 with new information in the shooting that injured the driver of an SUV in a Maryland shopping center parking lot. Police in Montgomery County say the officer who fired the shots is a 10-year veteran who was trying to get the driver of that SUV to stop ramming another vehicle. Now, so far, police have only identified the officer involved in the shooting. Fox 5's Paul Wagner live from the Stony Mill Square shopping center with more. Paul.
Hey, Jim, and we've learned just in the last few minutes that actually only one shot was fired by a Montgomery County police officer identified earlier today as Todd Archer. Now, I'm in a very busy parking lot here right next to the Korean corner. Over here, over my left shoulder is a McDonald's across the street. We're right at the intersection of Veers Mill Road and Randolph Road. There were a lot of people in this area last night when this incident began. Now, this was captured on camera. Let's hear now from Captain Paul Starks with the Montgomery County Police.
Yes, he was wearing a body cam, and that video is still being reviewed.
You turned it on?
Yes, even before he got out of the vehicle.
Okay. Was he in his cruiser alone?
Yes, he was.
Montgomery County Police say the call for help came from the 29-year-old driver of a Toyota Camry who told the 911 call taker that a man he did not know was using his Cadillac Escalade to repeatedly ram his car. Exactly what happened next is unclear and under investigation. What commands was the driver given by the officer? Was the 52-year-old driver of the SUV still ramming the Camry when the officer fired? Questions still unanswered. Police say the man was shot in the upper torso and life-saving first aid was given immediately. It's unclear what led up to the incident, although police say it does not appear to be road rage.
Our Internal Affairs Division is conducting the administrative investigation to determine if the officer complied with departmental directives, rules, policy, and training. Our Major Crimes Division is investigating the shooting itself to help determine if the actions were within the law. When they're completed with their investigation, they will submit their findings to the Howard County State's Attorney.
Now that's an agreement the two counties have come up with. The police shootings will be gone over and investigated by the opposite county. So Howard would look at Montgomery, and if Howard had a shooting, Montgomery would take a look at Howard County shooting. The driver of that SUV who was shot has not been identified because police say no charges have been filed. The driver of the Camry who was being rammed was not injured. We're live in Montgomery County. Paul Wagner, Fox 5 Local News.
Insane cop smashes man's car window with his gun, accidentally shoots him, no charges. An irresponsible and reckless cop tried to use his gun as a hammer and in the process, he shot an unarmed man for no reason. By John Vibes, January 12, 2018. Silver Spring MD, veteran Montgomery County Police Officer Todd Archer will not be criminally charged in spite of the fact that he shot an unarmed person during a traffic stop. Body camera footage from the incident showed the officer attempt to smash the window of the car with his firearm but ended up accidentally firing off the gun instead. The driver of the car was shot and wounded. Luckily they were able to survive the attack. Questions remain as to why a firearm was used to try to break the glass, and why the firearm discharged, the Montgomery Department said in a statement. Questions remain indeed. The name of the victim has not been released to the public, but representatives from the police department are reportedly meeting with the victim's family and attorney to show them the body camera footage to prove that the officer did not fire off the gun intentionally. I don't believe the officer intended to shoot this man. A number of questions remain about what happened, Montgomery Police Chief J. Thomas Manger said. Advertisement. Our Internal Affairs Division is conducting the administrative investigation to determine if the officer complied with departmental directives, rules, policy, and training. Our Major Crimes Division is investigating the shooting itself to help determine if the actions were within the law. When they are completed with their investigation, they will submit their findings to the Howard County State's Attorney, Montgomery County Police Captain Paul Starks. The victim of the shooting was reportedly ramming another vehicle with his car when police arrived. Police have not explained why Archer felt that he needed to smash the window to get inside the vehicle, although it is assumed that he did not get the response he was looking for from the driver. According to the Washington Post, the driver may have been ramming the other vehicle because they thought they were being blocked in the parking lot when in reality a curb was preventing the car from going anywhere. Read more. Police knew that radar guns were reporting higher speeds, kept giving tickets. Even if the driver was unresponsive, smashing a window with a gun is extremely reckless and highly unprofessional, especially in a crowded place like a parking lot. However, the Howard County State's Attorney's Office doesn't seem to think so. After examining the case, the office concluded that Officer Archer's actions do not rise to the level of recklessness needed to pursue any criminal charges. In an interview with the Post, activist Chuck Drago pointed out that the officer was obviously careless, or the very least. A gun isn't a tool for hitting or banging or ramming. It's designed for one thing, to shoot a bullet, he said. Drago also said that the design of a gun also makes it dangerous to use as a hammer. You tend to clench your fist, which includes your trigger finger, he said. Drago went on to say that these facts should be just as well known to cops as they are to the average person. It may not be on the syllabus, tell cop not to break window with gun. Drago joked. In the rare case that a person was putting lives at risk with a vehicle, an officer, or anyone else for that matter, would be justified in using any means possible to stop that from happening. In this case, however, it seems that the officer was putting more lives in danger with his actions. The police must not have felt that the victim of the shooting was doing anything too dangerous because no charges were filed against them either. Shooter Todd Archer is currently on a paid vacation and still employed with the Montgomery County Police Department.
County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head, help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.